I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fast and Kajin Cosplay, and tonight we're back again, guys, with Code Geass.
With the hat, it's not that easy. Ha! Code Geass!
Yep.
Code Geass. Episode 15. What happened last episode?
Lelouch made Charlie forget about himself.
Like, I don't know if she's gone for good, but if she's not, it's gonna be awkward at school when she suddenly shows up and she does not remember him.
But I think she's gone for good. Because like we already said.
It felt like a last goodbye for sure. It was really sad. It got really emotional last episode, and I was like tearing up a little bit. But I mean, I wasn't attached to Shirley that much, but still, the way it was done was pretty sad. Like, she did not deserve this, and she tried to stick with Lelouch till the end, and for him to just take away his entire existence out of her got really sad. She was so devoted. But it was kind of necessary because he was at the center of everything that made her freak out, so. We also got introduced to a new character whose name I forgot completely, so we'll have to remember that eventually.
Mio.
What?
Mio or something?
No.
It's all with an M. Pretty sure of it.
Don't remember. But anyway, that guy also has a Geass. 2 eyes, I think. Yeah. So, more powerful one, maybe. His Geass gives him the ability to read minds. So he's he's a perfect manipulator. There you go. We just recorded a few episodes of another show, and we could not speak English correctly. Like, I don't know.
And we still can't.
We still can't, so I'm sorry if everything comes out like jumbled up and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, he can read minds, and he's a perfect manipulator because of that. And he knows.
He's obsessed about C2.
Yes, like he's got
earphones.
Yeah, he's got earphones on with her voice just playing words she told him maybe over and over again. It's creepy. But still, okay, now we're Suzaku is even more against Zero and his group, so the tensions are high, and with everything that happened with Shirley, I don't know where Lelouch is gonna be at in this episode. Let's hope he's okay.
I hope he's gonna be down. She was one of his close friends.
I mean, he was feeling bad last episode about what happened to her dad. Because, I mean, he made that decision that he was not gonna back down. Like, he made the choice that if he wanted to go through with his plans, he had to accept the idea that some people were gonna die. And
some
he could
people
not.
That he knows.
Yes, he could not be selfish and just go like, well, doesn't matter if it's people I don't know, but when it's people I know, then I'm feeling all down and stuff. No, he cannot think like that if he wants to go to the end of his goal, so it's a tough choice he's made for himself. It's a tough road he's decided to go on, so let's see how he handles what happened to Shirley.
Alright.
Let's go.
I'm a bit sad though that Mao went down that fast. He seems some kind of interesting character to watch.
I was surprised too to see him go so fast, but last episode he seemed interesting enough to keep around, but this episode he was clearly out of his mind. So he can't think rationally. He's like just C2, so.
Well, if you grown up all your life and the only person that can calm you down enough because you can't read her mind is, you're gonna obsess over that person naturally.
Yeah, I almost feel like she gave him that Geass and it turned out to be more of a curse. It's like she maybe deep down she felt like she owed him to she owed it to him, sorry, to keep to stay around because she's the one who gave him that ability, and because of that he could not be close to anyone but her. She made him that way, but it's clear that in her eyes he was not a lover. Like, she saw him grow up. I feel like it might be more of a mother and son relationship to her, or responsibility. More like she felt like I said, she was responsible because she gave him the Geass. So with Lelouch,
she also said that the Geass will change depending on the person who
she had no idea
power.
what she gave him when she gave him the ability. I don't know why she chose a 6-year-old though. Like, when she decided to give the Geass to Lelouch, she kind of read his mind a little bit. Like, she saw in his eyes that he had maybe the power to do something.
Maybe for Mao, she saw that he was powerless as an orphan, helpless.
She needs someone that has the motivation to change things. That's what she liked in Lelouch, at least. Like, he had the desire to change the world, so she made that contract with him. Like, okay, I'm giving you a power, but you have to do what you vowed to do, change things. Still don't know what's going on with her character, where she comes from, and obviously she doesn't age. Like, I don't know what went on in her past, but this is getting really mysterious, and she's keeping a lot of things. Like, there are a lot of things she's not saying. For Lelouch's protection, for her own protection, because she cannot face the past at all. Just hearing herself talk, it's like, it's too much for her. So, what went on? What happened to her? I don't know, but it's could be dangerous though, because I mean, Lelouch almost died last episode because he didn't know about Mao. So,
she needs to talk.
Open up, girl. She's growing up. Like, he's starting to like her more and more though, because seeing her this episode, he could have thought that she was like a botter, like she was bringing him down because of all her all of the things that happened in her past, all the people that were coming up and suddenly messing up his plans because of her. He could have taken that as an offense, but he chose to see that as a, you know what, I see where I kind of see where you come from. I see the people you left behind. I understand what you're feeling right now, or at least I'm trying to understand what you're feeling right now. So I'm gonna give you the I'm gonna give you what you need, like a contract. I'm telling you that I will give you what you need. I will change the world. I will keep my end of the bargain, because the other guys you had before, like Mao, did not do that, and he kind of betrayed you by doing that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep my promise. So it's interesting that instead of seeing this as a barter, she's not a liability. She's an ally, and he kind of wants to make her happy. He wants to keep his end of the bargain. It's interesting, because we don't see Lelouch as someone who gets attached very much. He gets attached to his sister. He gets attached to Suzaku. He is attached to
the council members, maybe?
Council?
The council members, yeah.
Yeah, his friends at school. The way he acts, we almost think that he does not get attached, but then after that, something happens to the people he loves, and the way he reacts makes you think that no, he's just hiding it well.
He's just not someone who show it often.
Oh,
just
yeah,
keep
yeah.
it more so inside.
Like Shirley, the way he reacted when she showed up and she didn't remember him and stuff, he was not looking at her. Like, he was trying to avoid seeing her and just not being there. Like, he didn't want to introduce himself or anything. Like, he didn't want to bring any attention to him. And you could almost see, like, in Shirley's case, it could be that he's just feeling really bad about what happened. But, I mean, why is he feeling bad if he didn't care about her in the first place? So, he does care about his friends. It's just that he's not willing to acknowledge that love he has for them all. And I mean, for someone, you can say that he wants to change the world just because he hates his dad, but in that case, he just wants to kill his dad, just say it like it is. He's saying, I want to change the world. For someone who doesn't care about anyone, it's a pretty strange goal. So, Lelouch cares. He's just very good at hiding it. It's still fun. It's still nice to me to see him just come up with these crazy plans. Like, he's good at what he does. But we got someone, they didn't mention that, Nunnally didn't mention a brother they had that gave Lelouch a run for his money at chess. Or at a game. Like, I don't know if she said chess or something, but she did say that, he was a tough player. So, it'd be interesting to meet more of his siblings and see how they handle the fight between the two, because when we met Cornelia, we were saying, like, it's interesting because they come from the same family, and it's not crazy to imagine that eventually one of his siblings is going to be able to
recognize him.
No, to fight him. Because he's so good that no one can stand a chance against him. But then suddenly
so far,
comes
Cornelia can
that's it.
stand around against
Cornelia
him.
is pretty good. So I'm like, is there another sibling that can maybe give him a run for his money?
Someone more powerful than Cornelia, maybe?
Someone more intelligent, someone that can think and beat him? That's gonna be crazy.
Who knows? I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Situ said that the more you use the Geass, the more you become powerful, and you're at risk to lose yourself against your Geass. Mao lose himself against the Geass.
He got totally obsessed over C2,
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you think that Lelouch could get beat by his own Geass?
I think we kind of saw the potential for this already. Like, when he's fighting and he gets so confident, like early in the show before he got like put back in his place by Cornelia and stuff, he was so sure that his power was giving him like the ultimate advantage that he got careless, reckless, I mean every less word that you know. He got so confident and he was using people like pawns and he didn't care about the consequences of his actions, and it put him in pretty bad situations. Like he ended up facing Cornelia. And you remember when he was stuck in the nightmare and they were asking him to show himself?
I remember that, yeah, but I was more thinking of
but take that situation, put it to the extreme. That would be someone totally lost in his power. If he thinks no one can beat him and he's like using people as pawns left and right, but like to the extreme without a care in the world. That's pretty bad.
I was more thinking of the fact that the power is too strong for him to control and he cannot control it anymore.
In that case, then I don't know how... No, I don't know. How could
like
you...
it activate without his knowledge or something? Without him controlling it? Like Mao, he couldn't just
Yeah,
turn
but
it off,
in this case, it was always like that.
Yeah.
His Geass is just that he cannot... It's one of the rules of his Geass. He cannot off it, like put it on and off. He cannot control it that way. So it's more about the general rules of his Geass. So I don't think he can change it that much. It's more about what it does to his personality. What it does to him as a character. And I think in this case, losing it would be, like I said, like totally just disregarding consequences, using people left and right, and just do not care. Which is something that we've seen him go there a couple times already. It's just that he usually finds a common ground, like he comes back from this when something happens to someone he knows. So, but now he's made the decision to go with it no matter what. So, I mean, maybe
boundaries.
I'm afraid maybe he's not going to be able to keep that promise he just made to C2.
Maybe.
It's going to be dangerous, dude. Careful.
We'll see.
Yep. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is already up on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Oh, attends, fais pause. Quelque chose que je voulais discuter avec toi avant.
Quoi? Tu peux pas le dire dans l'autre épisode?
Ben, je sais pas si c'était par rapport à ça, par rapport au Geass de Lelouch, puis par rapport à Mao.
Bon, ben, reviens. Continue d'abord.
Okay. Also, I want to talk to you about something because both Geass are kind of a curse, according to me. But which one, if you can get cursed with one of the Geass, which one do you think would be the less burden on your shoulder? With Mao's Geass or Lelouch's Geass?
The less burden? The lesser burden?
Yeah, the lesser burden, yeah.
As in, it doesn't affect your life? Or as in, you don't feel the responsibility to do anything? Because Mao's power doesn't force him to do nothing. Like, he's not forced to do anything. But Lelouch's power, with Lelouch's power, I might feel like if I'm in the war or something and I can do something about it, my power gives me the ability to do something about whatever's going on. So it's giving Lelouch the weapons he needs to actually change things.
Yeah, but you need to be careful because when you're using your Geass as Lelouch, you need to be careful with how you phrase your order because people are gonna do it until they die.
I mean, like Mao's ability is Geass. If you take away the mental strain because he cannot turn it off, there's no consequences whatsoever if he doesn't use it. Like, if he doesn't go around manipulating people, his Geass is not making him do or it's not asking of him to do anything evil. Whereas Lelouch, every time he uses his ability, he is forcing his
his way on
his
people,
will
yeah.
onto other people. So he's taking away their freedom. So, I mean, his Geass has more impact on people around him when he uses it.
Okay,
but it has.
so as Lelouch is yes, your consequence will be on the people around yourself.
And your own conscience, if you think about it a bit.
But Mao's is only about yourself. So are you willing to suffer or to make other people suffer?
I mean, like I said, I don't know how Mao's ability could make him or others feel bad unless he starts telling secrets. So, I mean, Lelouch's ability, by existing, goes against natural laws, which is like letting people have their own free will. So,
yeah.
I don't follow your question here, so I don't...
Which Geass would you prefer to have? That's what I'm asking.
Lelouch's.
Lelouch's?
Yeah.
You prefer to control people's mind?
I'm not saying I would use it in a bad way. I'm just saying that if I had to choose, I'd rather have Lelouch because I don't want to hear it.
Somewhere or another, you're gonna use a Geass. You know it.
Yeah.
Somewhere or another.
Cool, but I'd rather have his Geass and have the possibility to use it or not than have Mao's Geass and be forced to hear what everyone is thinking. You see how he turned out? Yeah. And I mean, you don't want to know what people think all the time. That's why people lie. And I mean, if I'm really interested in learning what someone is thinking, I can just use Lelouch's Geass and just say, tell me what you're thinking.
Yeah, but you cannot use it after that.
Good. I'll be using it responsibly then. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is already up on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Yep, so if you want, you can just go down there, click and subscribe. And if you don't, just wait for next Saturday to come up on YouTube to watch it on YouTube, guys.
Yes. See you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.